Hello, Live Masters. It's your Live Master Chavez coming to you with the question of the night. Happy Friday night. Tonight's question of the night is: do you realize how much of an impact that you're having on others? So it's late here on Friday, and I'm coming to do my question of the night. And I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's ready for the weekend. Hope you had a great week. And so I started thinking about this question, the question of the night. Do you realize the impact that you're having on others? Oh, hey, Gabe, I gotta get back to your message. Yeah, man, I gotta get at you. So, do you realize the impact that you have on other people? And I always tell you, what's up, Misty? I always tell you, why I come up, how I come up with the questions are, it's usually 99.999% of the time. I start thinking about something and I have questions, and that's kind of how I come up with the question of the day. And so I started thinking about, do you realize how much of an impact that you have on other people? Because I started to self-reflect earlier today, and I started to think about, people reach out to me all the time and they tell me they enjoy my videos and that they get value from the videos. And, I've had some people say that my videos have helped them a lot. And, for the longest time, it was really weird for me, to hear that from other people, because I'm just, sharing my thoughts. And before I started doing my videos, nobody could care, right? Nobody would even care about my thoughts. And that was one of the things when I first started doing videos that I was worried about. And if you've ever had that thought, like, who's going to care what I have to say? Especially when you do your videos. I'm glad you caught me, Mikiva. Especially when you do your videos, like, or even if you're doing stuff on social media. I remember in 2016, like right before I got on Facebook, and then January 2017, when I started actually doing my first videos, then I was like, I'm a middle-aged guy. I have young kids. Like, who's going to care about what a middle-aged guy has to say? Who's going to stop and watch? Like, who's going to stop what they're doing and care about what I have to say? And so, that's why I'm asking this question. Do you know the impact that you have on others? Because before I got started, I thought that nobody would even care about what I have to say. But what I learned was that when you're working on yourself and you start to share the things that you're teaching with other people, then that's when other people start to say, hey, wow, you really helped me. And, and I guys, listen, you know what? I saw a quote the other day that said that nobody knows what they're doing. Like, nobody really knows what they're doing. You feel me? So we're all just running on our gut instinct of what we think's best. What we think's best at the end of the day, right? To make these decisions, right? Okay, so, but here's the thing. What do you have you ever thought that you can't have an impact, that your voice doesn't matter? Like, who cares, like, what you think or what you have to say? I felt like that most of my life. I really have. And so that's why it just blew me away how just doing a video every day, it's just grown into something that I never imagined. And so I do, now people are telling me I've had an impact, and I've made videos and it's helped them or it's inspired them, because I'm just I'm a normal guy, but I know I'm doing something that's not normal by doing videos every day. And it's having an impact. And fame and all that stuff. I used to want to be famous when I was a kid. And of course, I liked the attention. When I first got started, I loved the attention. It was a validation for me, so to speak. Okay. But then the more I started to work on myself, the more I realized I didn't need that validation anymore. And so I just show up and I can be myself, and I don't have to worry about what people think because I don't need the validation. And that's when you can have an impact on other people. So people reaching out to me, telling me all this stuff. Now, do I think I'm going to be famous? I don't know. Is that my goal? No. I mean, it's not. If it happens, great. Like it used to be, but no, I mean, like whatever. It reminds me of an interview that I saw with Bob Marley. You guys, everybody know. If you love Bob Marley, give me a love heart in the comments because I love Bob. I love Bob. I can tell you so many stories about Bob. Bob's my favorite. But I saw this one interview with Bob. I watched a lot of interviews with Bob. He's a great thinker. You listen to his lyrics, you read his lyrics, and then you listen to him speak in an interview. His accent's really, really thick. But if you listen to him long enough, his message is amazing. So one day, this guy was interviewing Bob. He was asking Bob. He said, Bob, what's it like to be famous? And Bob said, huh? He said, I'm not famous. And the guy that was interviewing Bob said, yeah, you're Bob Marley. Everybody knows you. I mean, you're world famous Bob Marley. And you know what his answer was? He said, I'm not famous to me. Oh, how deep is that? Think about that for a second. So when it doesn't matter, Bob was just like, everybody knew who Bob was. And Bob knew at the end of the day, right? But to himself, he wasn't famous. He was just Bob. And that's how I feel. And that's how I want to stay. It doesn't matter what video day I'm on, if I'm on 1300 or 2600, whatever. I'm not famous. I'm just me. So the question, though, back to the question with that story that I just told you. Do you think that you can have an impact on others? Do you think your voice is significant enough to deal with some of the things that are going to come your way, that you're going to have to deal with, to have a serious impact on delivering your message to the world? Right? As I have my man, Amir. Okay, so Amir, here's the question of the day. We're asking the question of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, the question of the day is, do you think that you can make a difference? Do you think that you can make, what impact do you have on others? What impact do you think that you can have on others? Go ahead. Come and say hi.
I don't know. Maybe some people can do stuff very good for the world.
But what kind of impact do you think that you can have on other people in the world? You. What kind of impact can you make? What kind of difference can you help make in somebody else's life? What do you think you could do? One simple,
You can tell them advice that might help them out.
Yeah, advice is good. You can tell them you love them too, right?
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing? Is it bedtime? Okay.
I just brought you back.
All righty. There we go. I kind of forgot where I was, but that's okay. But seriously, I hope this video was insightful for you a little bit. Maybe made you think a little bit different about it doesn't matter who you are. You're here for a reason. And God's given you some gifts, okay, just to let you know. I know God's giving you the gifts. Have you found them? But here's the secret. Once you find them, guess what? They're not for you. They're for you to go help other people with them, all right? So question of the day is, do you think that you are having an impact on other people? Can you do a video on this for me? If you commit right now to doing a video, put a V in the comments for me, and I'll send you a special message. All right, guys, happy Friday. Cool question of the day, right? Question of the night, whatever. All right, you guys can chew on this one over the weekend because I don't do the question of the day on Saturday and Sunday. I still do my live videos on my personal page. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with a live video on my personal page. When you give your eyeballs and your ears to me, I'm humbled and blessed that you've taken time out of your day or evening, wherever it is that you are, to come in here and watch my video, because I know that if it wasn't having some sort of impact, you wouldn't be here, or you wouldn't keep coming back. That's for sure. Thank you, guys. Stay